Good morning students, welcome to 7th class. Today I am standing before of you. I want to discuss 7th class science subject, food components. Before starting this lesson, once recall the 6th class science first lesson, our food. In that lesson we learned that we prepare different kinds of food materials as well as we eat different types of food like biryani, chapati, roti, pulihora like that. Okay. Food gives supplies to energy for us. We need to do many tasks in our day-to-day activities. For example, while breathing, sleeping, for blood circulation, heart functions. For these activities, we need some energy. Okay, how many members know what are the essential components of our food? Okay. Our food consists of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Besides these, water and fiber also present. Water and fibers also present. Okay. How do we know these all components are present in our food? For this proofs, we do some activities. Okay. For that, now what do we do? First we test for the starch, nothing but the carbohydrates. For the test for the starch, we require here two components. What are these? Food sample. Food sample means which food item we want to test for the starch. Take that food sample and dilute iodine solution. Dilute iodine solution means how to prepare this dilute iodine solution. First, take the iodine solution in the test tube and add few drops of the water till it becomes light yellow or brown color. So, here the dilute iodine solution color is light yellow or brown. Okay. Now, our dilute iodine solution ready to test for the starch. Now, what we do? Take the food sample in the test tube and add the few drops of the dilute iodine solution. Then, automatically the food color turns into dark blue or black. Okay. When the dilute iodine solution added to the food sample, the food color turns to dark blue or brown. Okay? When the food color turns to dark blue or black, we get that conclusion our food consists of the starch. This experiment I want to show in the equation form. Take the food. Food means which food item we want to test for the starch. Take that food sample and added few drops of the dilute iodine solution. Okay. Already I explained how to prepare the dilute iodine solution. Okay. Added few drops of dilute iodine solution. The food color turns into the dark blue or black. So we get that conclusion our food consists of the starch. Okay. Next, test for the fats. Test for the fats. Once take which food item you want to test for the fat. Take that food sample and take a piece of paper. Take that food sample and rub it on the white paper gently. After few minutes, the paper turns into the translucent. In 6th class we learned what is the meaning of the translucent. Translucent means we observe the back side of the paper partially. We observe the back side of the paper partially. So, when the food item rubbed on the paper turns into the translucent, we get that conclusion our food item contains the fats. Once recall your past experience when you eaten vada or puri on paper plate. you might have noticed that the tiffin paper plate turns into the translucent. That means our food contains the fats. Okay. Now we test for proteins. For the test for the proteins, here we require two chemicals. One copper sulfate, another one sodium hydroxide. This copper sulfate we require 2% copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide 10%. Okay. Now how to prepare the 2% of copper sulfate? First, take 2 grams of copper sulfate, add 100 ml of water. Okay. Take 2 grams of copper sulfate, add it into the 100 ml of water. We get 2% of copper sulfate. Right? Now we prepare sodium hydroxide 10%. How to prepare? First, take 10 grams of sodium hydroxide and add 100 ml of water. We get 10% of sodium hydroxide. Okay. Now our copper sulfate 2%, sodium hydroxide 10%. Our chemicals are ready for the test for the proteins. Now here what do you do? Take the food sample. Food sample, which food item we want to test for the protein? Take that food sample in powder form or paste form. If we want to powder form, we grind the food sample. Otherwise we want in the paste form, add few drops of water. The food powder turns into the paste. Take that food sample, powder or paste form. Okay, take that food sample, add 2 drops only. 2 drops of copper sulfate and 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution. Our food color turns into the purple color or violet color. If we get the food sample color purple or violet, our food component consists of the proteins. Okay. Once remembered, our food consists of the carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Okay. Besides of this, water and fibers also present in our food components. Okay. How do we know these all components are present in our food items? For that sake, we do some experiments. First experiment, test for starch. For this test for starch, we take 2 components. One is the food sample and another one is the dilute iodine solution. For this dilute iodine solution, we take one test tube and take few drops of the iodine solution in that test tube. Add few drops of the water. We get the dilute iodine solution. The dilute iodine solution color is light yellow or brown color. Okay. Now take that food sample in the test tube or bowl. Which food item we want to test for that? Starch. Take that food sample in the bowl or test tube. Add few drops of the dilute iodine solution. Our food color turns into the dark blue or black. When the food item color turns into the dark blue or black, we get that conclusion our food consists of the starch. Right? Next, test for fats. For the test for fats, take the food sample and take a piece of paper. The food sample rubbed on the paper gently. The paper after few minutes turns into the translucent. Translucent means we observe the back side of the paper only partially. Okay. When the paper turns into the translucent, our food item contains the fats. Okay. Now, third test. Test for the proteins. For the test for the proteins, here we require two chemicals, copper sulfate 2% and 10% of sodium hydroxide solution. How to prepare 2% of copper sulfate and 2% of sodium hydroxide solution? Take 2 grams of copper sulfate and add 100 ml of water. We get 2% of copper sulfate solution. Okay. Now take 10% of 10 grams of sodium hydroxide solution and add 100 ml of water. We get 10% of sodium hydroxide solution. Okay. Now we do the test now. Take food sample. Which food item we want to test for the proteins? Take that food sample in the test tube or in the bowl and add 2 drops only, 2 drops of copper sulfate and add 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution. The food color turns into the purple or violet. So when food color turns into the purple or violet, we get the conclusion our food consists of the proteins. If you want to do these activities, take some different types of the food materials and do these activities at your home. If anybody want to do these activities very interestingly, okay. At that same time, once observe the powder milk of the powder packet backside or Horlicks bottle or Horlicks vapor backside, they mention the nutrients, carbohydrates per 100 grams of the 100 grams of the milk powder, the proteins this much. Fats, for example, 18 grams of fats, they mentioned on the back side of the vapor. Okay, these all are the nutrients of the back side of the vapor we observe. Okay, we required different kinds of components of starch, fats, proteins. These all are according to age. Okay, adolescents and growing children need more proteins like milk, meat, pulses, etc. We also need these proteins but in minute quantities. Okay. At the same time, we require the vitamins and minerals also. These vitamins and minerals to keep us very healthy. Okay. I hope understand up to this concept the test for the proteins. The remaining lesson we discuss in the next class. Okay. Thank you.